God did not send the Son into the world to condemn the world, but in order that the world might be saved through him. These words are from our Gospel reading for this Sunday. You find them in John chapter 3. But was ever such a statement made by Jesus so ignored as this one? Across time and space, in every conceivable human circumstance, from children in playgrounds to politicians on a global scale, human beings have this insatiable appetite to condemn each other. We see this through the rapid growth of social media that's highlighted this simple fact. Those who, in a previous age, would have taken a picnic to a public hanging, now pour scorn on each other from the comfort of their own living rooms. To be clear, the key word here is condemnation, which is subtly different from the word judgment. All human societies require the ability to make an assessment of what is acceptable behaviour to maintain the common good. Many of our decisions require making judgments. And as Jesus says later on in John's Gospel, in chapter 7, it's really about how we make the right decisions and judgments. But to condemn is different. To condemn someone is to declare them reprehensible without reservation. To condemn is to deny any goodness or worth in a person. For Christians, this would mean denying the inherent goodness we find in every human being on account of being made in the likeness and image of God. Our business is not condemnation. The road to condemnation often starts with the language of them and us. Person becomes defined by their association with a particular characteristic or opinion. We see this being played out in the politics of the United States right now. Recent survey data revealed that more than half of Republicans and Democrats viewed the other party as a threat, and nearly as many agree with the description that the other party is evil. But curiously, what political scientists are noticing is that this polarisation isn't based on different policy preferences, but based on what people feel about each other. What was once, I don't like your ideas, has become, you are evil, and therefore I don't like your ideas. Mark my words, brothers and sisters, it would not take much for us to follow suit into this dangerous trap. Whenever Jesus is asked to condemn someone in the Gospels, he's never fixated on the single issue that's picked up by the crowd. Those voices that say, she's an adulterer, he's possessed, he's unclean. Instead, he has this remarkable ability to see the whole person in their circumstances, context, situation. We have got to try and do the same. I think as a starter for 10, we might ask ourselves, when do we make snap judgments about other people? When do I ever fall into the language of them and us? And do I ever talk to people who I know disagree with me on particular issues? If we as Christians can't engage with each other or people who disagree with us and stay away from the language of condemnation, then who else is going to do it? I think in our society right now, we need a little bit more understanding and a little less condemnation. So I hope that through the coming weeks, you will be able to ponder these things and go back to those glorious words. God did not send the Son into the world to condemn the world, but in order that the world might be saved through him.